So we got Gino in the top left, we got Mikoz in the bottom right. Zhas, what are you thinking? Allied versus Soviet. Do you have a favorite here, or do you think they're pretty even?
I think Allied is good here.
Well, I was talking about the players in general.
Ah, the players, not sure.
Do you have a favorite, or do you feel
they are equal, I think, and they have been having a beef between each other, and now it's the time to prove who is better. Yeah.
Oh, I like it. All right, so first of all, Zhas says it's pretty even, and if Zhas says it's even, I believe him, and I always love an even series, right? It's always funner when both players are close to each other's skill level. Now tell me about this beef, Zhas. What's that? They've been talking trash at each other in QM or something?
Yeah, but they never played the series or have never agreed who's better.
But they have been talking trash.
Yeah, in quick match chat.
Oh, okay, I like it, guys. So these two have been talking some trash at each other. We've got Gino in the top left, Mikoz in the bottom right here. And yeah, may the best man win. We see Mikoz going with an early MCV move to the center here as Soviet. What do you think of that move, Zhas? You like it? Double warfare? What? What's this build from Gino?
Both players are doing weird shit, to be honest.
Alright, boys, we got Mikoz going miners but moving center. Usually when you move center, you go early pressure. But he did make 2 miners and now he's switching into tanks, so he's gonna get those nice juicy gems. Gino going with a double war factory opening here as allied on Heg top left. Look at his money. He's hitting 0. He is definitely hitting 0 here. And Mikoz is out already with 2 rhinos. Gino still going miners at this point. Gino does have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 miners, but 6 miners. But that's not enough. Okay, Mikoz is gonna push in here a little as he expands to the bottom left. This is very, very interesting. We got Artie, we got Neek, we got Blue Blum. Yeah, we got some nice people in the chat here, and Harrier out for Mr. Gino here. No Rocketeers yet, 2 flak tracks already in Mikoz army. Nice, targets that Rhino, stays away from the flak tracks, doesn't want to lose it. Now if your Rocketeer's coming out, and Gino is constantly going broke here. Again, not sure about that 2 war factory opening as allied on Hick in RE2 mode. Yeah, I guess, you know, Gino does what Gino does. Okay, double shots on the Rhino, but he does lose the Harrier, so decent. There is a smoking tank over there. We got another tank that got hit by Harrier once. Gino's army is growing, but Mikoz now on 2 war factories as well. 1 Rocketeer harassing the war factory in the bottom left side of the map. Another Rocketeer coming in to join that one. Yeah, Gino's chilling at the moment. 1 flak track going back to defend the war factory here. So nice splitting up those flak tracks from Mikoz. Very nice control there, and Mikoz's army is growing now. There is a reason he is called the dog. How many dogs does he have there, Zhas? Definitely more than tanks, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, there's a reason Mikoz is the dog. Good morning, Ludo. How you doing, my man?
Hey, Ludo.
Alright. Mikoz is pushing in here. Mikoz is pushing in here. Let's see what Gino can do here. The GIs are in position, but wow, so much fodder, so many dogs. A Prism comes out. Who is going to come out on top of this fight? It looks like Gino is going to win this without Prism and the GIs. Yeah, Mikoz pushing in on 2 paradrops and the Prism tower was not the best idea in the world. As Gino now heads to the bottom right with his tanks, his Rocketeers attacking the ground for some reason. Alright. And now Gino retreating back to his own base. Let's do a quick head count here, boys. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 miners for Mr. Gino. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 miners for Mikoz. So Gino does have more miners at the moment. If we do a quick war factory count, they are even on war factories. 2 Rocketeers on the left-hand side of the map now. Mikoz sending in some drones. Alright, 1 drone goes down. But why is Gino out of position here? What is he doing? What is he doing? What's going on, Gino? Stay on top of things, bro. Alright. Doesn't move into defensive position, but these 3 miners AFK in the middle of his army. Not sure about that. Does get double NGIFV here in the top left. I assume this is to repair his army. And to counteract the drones here, he does want to get those miners back to work ASAP. And, alright. A nice prison tower to Gino there, nice defense. Mikoz cannot push this right now. Mikoz now expanded to the bottom left as well. Flakjack going to deal with those Rocketeers there. Okay, alright, so Gino looking good, looking decent. Now base stretching to the right-hand side here from this position. And Mikoz retreats back to his base. Mikoz pretty well expanded now, looking powerful. But Gino so far holding on beautifully here. Look at that build down to the bottom level here. Let's see what Gino does to defend. A lot of control attacking the ground accidentally there from Gino. Gino a little trigger happy on the control key. Probably try to group his units up. Alright, Mikoz might push in here. Gino moving all of his tanks into position to defend, but no, Mikoz retreating now. Gino is gonna chase here. Looks like he's getting into position to chase. Getting into position to engage here. It is Rhinos versus Grizzlies, and Mikoz does have a big army here. Now moving the Paradrop into a defensive position here. And Rocketeers in the center taking out a War Factory. Do get it. So that's one War Factory that Mikoz loses there. Now sending the Flakjacks back from his main army towards the Rocketeers. These Rocketeers could still get some damage done. What is their target? They're going for the second War Factory in the bottom right-hand side here. And it looks like Mikoz is going to be pushing in at the same time. He does lose the War Factory on the right-hand side. Still no defense for these Rocketeers. Another Prism comes out for Gino in a defensive position. Rocketeers now retreating after getting that War Factory. So Mikoz now down to 3 War Factories. He lost 2 of them for no good reason there. Gino expanded all the way down to the bottom here on Heck. Is getting those yummy, juicy gems. And yeah, Mikoz is called the dog. He is famous for making a lot of dog fodder. It's a good nickname, you know. He likes it, as far as I'm aware. What are you thinking, Zhas? Who is in a better position right now?
Gino should move MCV already, or stretch to next gold patch. Oh, okay, he's moving.
There we go, Zhas, the prophet. Predicting that, but we have a huge engagement here on the left. What is going on here? Gino is going in, but it's Rhinos versus Grizzlies. I don't know if he can take this battle. It's looking pretty good for Gino, actually. I don't know who's taking this. I'm not sure who's winning this. He had an lead there for a second. He lost the lead, but it looks like Mikoz. Alright, pretty even. Pretty damn even right there. That was quite a battle there. Both players choosing to retreat here. Rocketeers moving into position to do more damage, but let's not forget Gino does have those repair IVs, which will be good for him. Mikoz back up to 4 War Factories. Gino moving not all the way to the right, just to the center, right? It's gonna get that middle ore patch right there. And Rocketeers in the center taking out a power plant. So Gino making really good use of those Rocketeers, really setting them all over the place. Back in Gino's base on the left-hand side here. Mikoz still threatening. He's still threatening. He could at any moment go down the cliff and go down and try to rush through Gino's base from the bottom here. Although Gino's keeping the pressure on, these Rocketeers still in Mikoz's base doing damage, and a Paradrop in the bottom side. Gonna get a War Factory here. Mikoz loses a War Factory from a Paradrop in RA2. That is unfortunate there. Gino now sort of expanding. I feel like Gino's building slowly. I feel like he's not building buildings at the speed he should be building them. Needs to get a refinery on the right ore patch ASAP. This is a very long game on Heck here, as Gino expands again to the right hand side after making that refinery. Gino repairing his tanks with that NJFE. That's what I love seeing that out of the allied player. Keep your tanks full health constantly. That is the best. And again, I don't know who's in a better position here, Zhas. Do you favor someone's position here?
Oh, Gino's splitting. Nice. Look.
Nice. So Gino sending some tanks to the left, but Mikoz also in his base with 2 groups of tanks here. How does Gino want to defend this? All of his miners getting stuck there in a traffic jam. These tanks in the bottom left gonna go for the MCV, gonna get it. There's no response there from Mikoz, but Gino's miners, what are they doing? Insufficient funds. That's what Gino is hearing right now, as all of his miners are moving to the right-hand side of the map. He can't even make a refinery there because he doesn't have enough money. In the meantime, in Mikoz's base, trying to get some damage done, but Mikoz is responding. Gino's army is getting cleaned up here, although the Rocketeer is doing some really nice damage here. Mikoz pushing in with his main army as we speak. And, alright, Gino does get another War Factory there, does get the MCV, so he did get some nice damage with that split down there. Mikoz down to three War Factories, his miners AFK as well. And in the top here, Mikoz pushing in, gonna get this refinery. And Gino, all of his miners on the right-hand side here, don't know what I think about that. Wow, this is a crazy game, so much going on everywhere, boys. Gino's miners again AFK on the right hand side. Not sure what's going on with Gino's miner control today. And another split from Gino down the left hand side. A few tanks going down to Mikoz's base. Who is in a better position here? I do not know. We're going to see what Gino can get done with the split. Mikoz pushing in with a huge force here on the right hand side. Sending in the dogs first as fodder. Can Gino hold on now? Moving all of his miners away from his MCV. It looks like he's abandoning his MCV. He's going to have to sell it. But Gino getting 2 more War Factories. He's gonna get the last War Factory now. No War Factories left for Mikoz. Oh, Mikoz cannot produce any more tanks at the moment. If Gino can survive this onslaught that Mikoz is bringing right now in his base, he will win this game. Let's see. What do we think, boys? Alright, so Gino's still cleaning up house here in Mikoz's base, and he's sending more tanks to Mikoz's base. Mikoz retreating instead of attacking. He should be going all in here. I guess he wants to defend, so he's splitting up his troops now. Barracks goes down in Mikoz's space, so no barracks, no nothing. Mikoz literally has a flat cannon and a refinery left. That is all Mikoz has. If Gino dive on these buildings, get them somehow, some way, it is over. Mikoz pushing in here. There's tanks all over the place. Gino has tanks on the left. Gino has tanks in the center. Gino has tanks in the top. His miners are AFK. He should be getting those miners to work. Keep producing tanks. Outproduce Mikoz here. Mikoz now only with a flat cannon left. Nothing else left. If this flat cannon goes down, it is over. Alright, looks like Gino is pushing in here with a big force of Grizzlies. Get those miners to work, Gino. Cleaning up all these miners, and it looks like Gino is doing great at the moment. Only this flat cannon, paradrap in the bottom right, might get this flat cannon. Mikoz might not even notice this. Alright, it's all in here, boys. Gino, why aren't you mining? Gino, get your miners to work, bro. Just get them to work. You want to produce more tanks. Gino, alright, don't know what that means. Yeah, all of his miners are like all clogged up. They're not moving anywhere. Just send it to refinery. Oh no, the cannon, the flat cannon! The flat cannon! The flat cannon! Oh my god. So we got Gino on the bottom left here, Mikoz in the top right. Do you have a preferred position here on this map, Zhas? Or is it even? Well, you said you veto it.
Maybe top left because it's easier to stretch.
Top left because it's...
And it's easier to build off...
You mean bottom left?
Yeah, bottom left because it's easier to expand from your attack building.
Yeah. So this month, no NG Eat is on, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So these guys don't have to worry about that. I hope we turned it on.
Yes, of course.
There we go. Zhas, the pro game lobby hoster here. So yeah, Mikoz getting the oil in the bottom right. Gino getting the oil in the top left here. And yeah, here we go, boys. War Factory out for Mikoz a little bit faster than Gino, just a few seconds there, just a tiny bit quicker. Getting these garrisons, which is great. Well, getting most of the garrisons at least. So we got a drone out for Mr. Gino.
Thank you,
here,
Apple
Mikoz,
Drop.
Mikoz didn't make a drone, did he? No, he went straight miner. So no drone for Mr. Mikoz here. They did not get the repair facilities, so they can't use that instead of making their own, which is sometimes useful in SVS. We see 4 miners out for Mikoz, 3 miners out for Gino. That's because of this drone. Gino has to make this drone count. He's got to make it count. Ooh, Mikoz making it hard for him. He clicking that drone. Gino needs to... Oh! The drone goes in, not a single shot fired off of that miner at it. So now Mikoz is going to have to make the service depot. I guess Gino is happy he made that drone now. Smoking. Mikoz. There we go. Repair depot comes out. Mikoz does save it. Just barely. We've got 6 miners for Gino. We've got 5 miners for Mikoz. Now Gino is ahead on miners, but Mikoz is ahead on tanks. We've got still 7. Oh my god. Gino going for another miner when Mikoz already has 3 tanks on the field. Gino better be ready to defend this attack. And Mikoz should be pushing here. You do not let your opponents go 2 more miners than you and not push. Well, now only 1 miner ahead. We got 6 miners for Mikoz, and we've got 7 for Gino. Gino on 2 war factories, though, so he will be able to catch up on his tank numbers, hopefully. And Mikoz destroying the bridge.
Wow.
Interesting. You have more tanks. You go less miners, and then you play defensive. I don't get it. Why would he do that? Why would he do that? Guys, you always got to keep your eyes on the game. Notice what your opponent is doing. 3 war factories out for Gino here. 2 war factories out for Mikoz. Not building off the oil. Gino starting to build off the oil at the top here. Wants to stretch to that next ore patch. Not a lot of money on this map, so it is very crucial to be efficient with what you're doing. Alright, Mikoz. Yeah, he's gonna go across the bridge here. Gonna go across the bridge. Gino gonna retreat instead of going in here. So Gino gonna go on the defensive here, moving all of his miners to Gino, my man, you gotta mine, you gotta use those miners, bro. It's good to micro them away, but only if it's necessary. And now Gino moving to the bottom left here as Mikoz pushes in for attack. Mikoz sold!
Yeah.
Mikoz sold his MCV, alright. Alright, so Mikoz is on 3 war factories, he sold, he's like, I'm gonna end this, and I'm gonna end this now. Millions and trillions of dogs coming out of Mr. Doggos himself. We're gonna see if it's gonna be enough, because if he doesn't win with this attack, Gino will pull ahead, having mined more, having 4 war factories. Would you sell if you were Gino now?
Depends on money, he has 2k.
So if he's got the money, doesn't need to sell, right?
Yeah.
Alright, it's gonna come down to the tank control here. More fodder for Mr. Mikoz. Can Gino click those tanks well enough? It's pretty even. Where's the sentry guns, Gino? But it looks like even without the sentry guns, he is gonna be just fine here, taking that tank fight. Wow. Or not. No, my bad. Sorry. Didn't quite take it. But still gonna hold on here. Nice micro. Moving that veteran back. Really nice. And Mikoz is in trouble. Mikoz is in big trouble because Gino's gonna be able to keep producing this. He still has an MCV. Mikoz, no ore left, no MCV left, and it's looking pretty damn good for Gino at the moment. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate that. Alright. Now we've got Desolators coming out from Mr. Gino, and Mikoz is in trouble here, Zhas. I don't see what could Mikoz do here. Oh, an NG, but there's a Deso. That NG did not work. Yeah, Gino's got this one easy. It's at this point where you just quit. Mikoz, my man, I appreciate the effort. I know you don't want to end it just yet, but it's over. It is over. Look at where his miners are mining. Look, they're at the same patch. Now Mikoz calls GG, and that brings the score to a solid 2-0 for Gino. Damn. So there we go. Now we see Mikoz on the right hand side destroying his barrel. Doesn't destroy the oil, which is what is supposed to happen. And starting to get these techs. Gets low on the top, gets low on the bottom. Starting to put sentry guns everywhere. They do not want their tech stolen. So we see Mikoz with the sentry gun out front. We see Mikoz with the sentry gun on the top right as well. And trying to get those garrisons as well. To anyone who's not a pro, this is this is hard. You're garrisoning, you're getting techs, you're building your sentry guns, you're building everything, you're scouting all at the same time. This takes practice. Mikoz on the right hand side, only now repairing his oil. Gino did not destroy the barrel next to his oil. Not a good move. You really want to get rid of that barrel so that your opponent does not use it to his advantage. So yeah, Artie, I mean, it's possible they'll make rhinos, but who knows? Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll do it PAF style with drones and Kirovs, right? Alright, so we've got a bit of garrison wars here on the bottom. We've got 4 miners for both players, but I like Mikoz. His miners are stretched out. Gino has all of his on the bottom patch, well, 3 of his in the bottom patch. Mikoz has his spread out, which I like. And now they're both switching into rhinos here. Still haven't gotten the airport. Both of them haven't. Now that's actually huge. You really do want to get the airport ASAP. I see Gino sending an NG up there now. Mikoz No NG. I don't see what Miko's plan to. Oh, but Miko's going another miner. Sneaky, sneaky. So now Miko's on 5 miners. Gino only on 4. Miko's on 2 war factories. Gino only on 1. Alright. So Gino did catch up on the miners, but not on the war factories. So Miko's being sneaky and making an extra miner out of his war factories. I like that. Now Miko's finally gonna get the airport. Gino has had his for a while here, so the first paradrap is going to come out of Gino, and now Gino base walking towards the center, forward war factory. He wants to control the center, he wants to control this money, and this money becomes important very fast. You run out of money on your side of the map, and then you want the money in the center. It's important. What are we thinking, Zhas? Give us your take on everything that's going on.
Yeah, I think Miko's build is not correct. He should have stretched to top left and get those gems.
Yeah, I should have built it off the oil towards top, towards the center top there, right? And get those gems for sure. I agree with you. Instead, he's building in a square. But if he's building like this, does that mean he plans to sell?
I think so.
Mikoz with a good old sell here. Gino deciding to go radar instead of more war factories and making those desos out from the center barracks, spreading them out, hoping to counter Mikoz's paradrops. But it's 4 war factories to 2 here, so we see a bit of a difference in philosophy, different strategy here. Mikoz a believer in 5 war factories. Wow, alright. Gino on the other hand, yeah, he's a believer in radar and desos. Classic medium AI build. Yeah, so Ludo spreading out those compliments. And Gino already teched up here with a battle lab. Mikoz still hasn't sold, going for radar now, but he has a lot of rhinos. He has a lot of rhinos. Gino is gonna have to use these desolators very well if he's gonna win a tank fight here. Mikoz retreating though. Nice use of the desos there. Gino really zoning out the area. Oh, naval yard out for Mr. Gino here, and he does have a lab. But he did build it right into his opponent's tank, so Mikoz should be able to take this out fairly easily. Gino taking advantage of this time to go in here, but desolators are in position to stop him. Gino using his desolators very well, getting some nice damage, but killing his own paradrop as well at the same time. IC out for Gino. Mikoz still with no battle lab. Both players eco is survive. Oh my god! Gino, all of your tanks were sitting in desolation for so long.
Yeah.
Every single one of Gino's tanks are smoking. Gino in big trouble here. Oh, Gino in big trouble here. His tanks are just melting as Mikoz pushes into his base, and all of a sudden Gino in big trouble just because he left his tank sitting in desolation. Wow. In that radiation, I'm calling it desolation, I don't know why. In the radiation of the desolators, Gino's still trying to hold on here with the desolators, but he is in big trouble. He does have a dreadnought in Mikoz's base, which is doing some damage, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. What a fatal move right there. Don't leave your own tanks like that in the radiation. What was that? Exactly, Ludo. What the fuck was that, boys? What we just witnessed. Gino was doing so well. He really was in a strong position. Did I deso all my tanks without realizing? Yes, you did. What a throw there from Gino. He was in such a good position.
Player defeated.
And wow, yeah, he realized his mistake at this point. Gino walling in his MCV, so expecting engineers. What is he expecting? Zhas, remind me, is multi-NG on or off?
It's on.
It's on.
No, but he's France, and maybe he's afraid of losing MCV.
Interesting. So yeah, you know, walls are pretty cheap. Giving your MCV a little bit more protection, like Zhas is saying, is often a good idea. Got a drone out from Mikoz. Usually you don't make a drone first versus allied. You usually want to pump those miners first and then maybe a drone, but just because the chrono miners, you know, it doesn't really affect them that well. We see Gino does know the builds here, placing his refinery in the bottom right in a way that it could get the gems and this ore here. I assume his next building is going to be towards the center. Mikoz, on the other hand, I feel like he could build better. Zhas, what do you think of Miko's
Yeah,
build?
he's not familiar with build orders.
Yeah, I feel like it is not optimal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a bit of lag there. Not optimal is what I feel. Can we try without
It's, I
Snark?
guess it's just Gino's ping going red in this tunnel. It's not you, I guess.
If he wants me to leave, I'll leave. Maybe you could stream on Discord or something so I get it right away. It looks okay now, right? Is it still lagging? What do you think?
Let's see for one more time.
If it lags again, I'll head out. Gino clearing a spot there for his refinery on the bottom right. I like that. Rocketeers now coming out for Mr. Gino. Gino with a really, really beautiful build. Mikoz here on 3 war factories. Gino on 2. So, yeah, Gino is going to need to... I guess he needs to worry a little bit here as these rhinos are going to start popping up. But he is taking map control here. Mikoz starting to push him back towards his own base here. As Mikoz makes another refinery on this jam patch. Gino stretching in a way that he can build down the cliff now. There we go, barracks down the cliff. Really nice base stretch out of Gino here. Reaching this center here. You can start making refineries, get these juicy gems. And there was another lag spike there. Should I leave? What do you think?
Until one player tells.
Alright, we'll wait for them to complain one more time. We'll talk to them after this game, make sure they're okay with it. We see a cannon out of Gino here in the center. Gino's going to want to walk with these cannons towards Mikoz's MCV, which he moved. Again, not optimal out of Mikoz here. I would have liked to see him base stretch the way Gino is doing to the center.
No idea.
And Gino getting all those juicy hits. But now Mikoz split 3 tanks going to the right-hand side. Yeah, we did get another little lag spike there. These 3 tanks, Gino, do you notice them? I don't think Gino sees these tanks. They're going to come around the backside. We're going to see what they can get done. Bit of an engagement here in the center, though. Is it enough here? These 2 tanks coming back. Down the backside here, going in. Still no response from Gino with his splits here. Going for the power. Alright, and he's pushing center at the same time. Gino sending way too many tanks back. Gino, what are you doing? Gino sending 5 billion tanks. Okay, now he's moving them back after losing a bit. Cannon's doing work. Puts a Grand Cannon to defend his MCV, sending rockets as well. Can Gino defend center, though? He wanted that cannon in the center. He's pushing in here into Mikoz's army. I don't think that's what you want to be doing here. Can he win this engagement, though? Let's see. Looks like Mikoz is going to come out on top here. Pushing Gino back. Gino probably making another cannon at this point as we speak. Sold the cannon back next to his MCV. And Gino might be in trouble here. He needs a forward Grand Cannon here. He needs to control the center. Putting another barracks. Come on. If you have a cannon ready, just put it down here. Start targeting. Gino really getting a lot of gems. There we go. Huge forward cannon. Mikoz immediately selling the war factory there. And I don't know what Mikoz's response to this is. He isn't teched up. He doesn't have the war factories to overwhelm Gino at this point. He should have either teched up or more war factories, more pressure, more splits. These cannons doing so much work. Mikoz throwing away tanks. Had to move his MCV back. Not an optimal build. Not an optimal strategy. Didn't have a plan versus France. And it looks like Gino is going to take this one home. I mean, it's far from over, but Gino just looking in such a strong position here with France. Another cannon comes out. Mikoz is going to try to push in here, but it's like, you know, if you're targeting those cannons, you just take so much damage while your rhinos are taking care of those cannons. And Gino comes out on top here. Now huge army of Rocketeers here as well, forcing Mikoz to switch into flag tracks, but he wants to be building rhinos. Looking pretty good for Gino here. Mikoz in trouble. Mikoz in big trouble. Yeah, Gino could keep base walking. He could keep producing. It doesn't really matter. Mikoz has like 5 miners spread out, 6 miners spread out all over the place. Distance mining. It's a matter of time before he goes broke. Gino has control of the center, getting so much money. And Mikoz calls GG. A drone out for Gino. Drone out for Mikoz as well. Mikoz putting 2 conscripts next to his refinery. Is that enough to help stop a drone? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Sure.
3 miners out for Mikoz. I don't like that war factory placement.
Yeah.
I'm not. I like stretch to the left, stretch down to the bottom. Right? Yeah. Like you're doing nothing with that war factory putting it there. Go, stretch down, stretch left, stretch anywhere but up. If you're in the top right. Ooh,
there's
Gino
a hidden
defending that drone. Very nice. Very nice for Gino. I assume Mikoz also, does Gino still have his drone alive?
Let me check. I just think he hid it somewhere.
It's possible. It's possible.
I don't see it. Wait.
Anyway.
It should be yellow. Ah, it's alive. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There we go. 6 miners out for the Mikoz as he switches into rhinos here. The drone gets in the rhino in the top right here, but Mikoz was already making a repair pad there, fixing up his tank, so that drone completely countered. Very nice. 6 miners for Gino as... No, Gino on... Yeah, 6 miners for Gino as well. Now getting a 7th. Very nice. So we see this... We've seen this pattern many times. First of all, Gino forcing Mikoz to make that repair pad. Very useful. You know, it slows you down. You want to be building something else, but instead you're building a repair pad. And we've seen Gino constantly go heavier eco, and it's paying off. We'll see if he manages to do it again here. Mikoz coming out with the dogs, coming out with the rhinos, heading across the map towards Gino's base here. He's going to be the aggressor, Gino the defender here. Let's see if he's going to be able to defend this attack from Mikoz. But Mikoz hesitant, and Gino, what was that war factor? Are you stretching or are you not stretching, dude? Mikoz moving his MCV to the left. And he's on Gino's doorstep. Gino going for radar. Gino reminding me a bit of Latov, Zhas. You know what I mean? With the earlier radars. Latov was a huge fan of early radars. Anyway, is a huge fan of early radars, I should say. Deso's out for Gino. Let's see if he can make use of this. Gino out of position to defend his miner. He is going to lose a miner there. Can he push Mikoz away here? 2 Desos zoning out. Mikoz on a very nice Deso controlled out of Gino. He did lose a miner there. Mikoz only now deploying his MCV at the top left here. Gino stretching to the top left as well, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. And now Gino starting to push forward here with his army, moving the Desolators up front as well. Mikoz moving 2 miners to the top left batch here. And yeah, so Gino did lose a miner in that engagement. Don't know who's in a better position right now. Getting a refinery on that left ore patch. What do you think, Zhas? Whose position do you prefer
Mikoz,
right now?
if he holds.
Yeah, if Mikoz holds, he does have... Where's that miner going? Oh, it's going for the Desos. Okay, interesting. He's going to be used as fodder here. The Desos do stay alive. Don't get much done, and Gino loses 2 miners. Sorry, yeah, that's the 2nd miner that he lost. Can Mikoz win this engagement here on the left-hand side? It looks like Gino is going to win it with the fodder. That fodder doing so much work. Gino wins the engagement on the left-hand side. He's going to go right in here. Mikoz is in trouble. Mikoz is in big trouble here. Gino still making refineries on top of this. Mikoz going to lose 2 miners here at least. Gino clicking those tanks. Very nice micro out of Gino. They're really doing some nice work there. He's going to have to back off here, but did get a lot of value there. Wow. Very nice out of Gino. Is he going to get a 3rd miner here? Looks like he... Oh! Mikoz saves it just in time. Wow. So Mikoz was in such a good position, but lost that engagement somehow. And from there it was all downhill. Now Gino expanding to the right-hand side of the map. Quick miner count here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Mikoz. How much does Gino have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. So they are even on miners now.
No, more.
Oh, never mind. 7. 2 more going to the right-hand side. Now Mikoz making another refinery in the top left. Gino just needs to defend. He's gonna get the juicy ore in the right-hand side there, even on war factories, and he has the radar. So if Gino should go on the defensive here. You know, he's got the better position. He's gonna get those gems on the right-hand side, and he's got the left side as well. He's getting ore there. So looking pretty damn good for Gino at the moment here. We'll see if Mikoz can counter, Gino sending 4 miners to the right-hand side of the map here. Here we go, boys. Gino pushing in here, keeping the pressure on. Mikoz again using the miners to counter the Desolators. Zhas, how do you counter Desos?
One drone and microwave.
Drone, exactly. Mikoz constantly using his miners to counter these Desos. Not only is it not as effective because they move so slowly, but he keeps not mining with them and losing them. Boys, the counter to Desos are drones, not miners. Drones. They're cheap, they're fast, they're effective, and they could get into a tank afterwards. Gino winning the battle here pretty convincingly in the top left, cleaning up all these miners. Mikoz selling his MCV, and Mikoz is in big trouble. And I mean big trouble, boys. As Gino getting all the ore on the right-hand side, winning the tank engagements, really just dominating here. Gino OP, boys. Gino OP. Gino way OP.
So you know what mistake Mikoz made was here.
What was
He killed miner here and she should have retreated, not accepted battle. If he retreated, he would have won.
Player defeated.
Yeah. There was an engagement there. It was definitely bad for him. Hopefully we'll see these players. We'll see what their builds is. Mikoz choosing to move right away. Gino looks like he's going to build a second refinery before he moves. We'll see which strategy comes out on top here. Yeah. Revo says, you know, Gino has been getting those reps in QM, and Gino has always been, but he has become even stronger, if you ask me. I think Gino's getting even scarier as time goes on here. So Mikoz already expanded, Gino not expanded yet. 4 miners for Mikoz versus 3 for Gino at the moment. Moving that miner across, yeah. 4th miner coming out for Gino now. So here's the thing, boys. Why do you move early on country swing? The answer is simple. There is a point in time where you cannot afford to be building a building and making miners at the same time. You just don't have the eco for it. So if you anyway can't build at that time, why not use that time to move your MCV and expand? So Mikoz has done that, and as we see, it is proving to be effective, as Mikoz is now on 6 miners, Gino only on 5, and he does have 2 war factories, but he can't sustain 2 war factories at the moment. Now making a 6th miner. Again, it's very close, and if you micro and line as well, it's fine. 7 miners for Mikoz at the moment. Yeah, like moving your MCV on this map, usually a good move, because you anyway can't build at that time. So use that time to move your MCV. Artie says expecting a sell here. Well, I don't know. He looks like he's setting up for a longer game here. Gino on 3 war factories. Yeah, wow. How many miners does... Okay, both of these players going a little bit crazy here. We've got 9 miners from Mikoz. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 miners for Gino as well. Gino now stretching to the next ore patch. Mikoz on 3 war factories as well. Gino on 4 actually. So Gino a little bit ahead of here on war factories. We'll see if his eco can keep up with it. He needs to make a refinery on that left ore patch ASAP. And Mikoz again with the earlier pressure here. No, well, they're both meeting in the center, so I guess not really pressure at this point. Here we go. Mikoz pushing in. Gino retreating back to his base, hopefully. Alright, more tanks to join the fight here. Gino has more than enough to defend this. He's not actually in trouble if he micros this battle. Mikoz does have the fodder, but Gino traps him here. Let's see if this fodder is going to be enough to counter. Gino needs to click these tanks. but it's so hard. The tanks automatically attack the dogs, and Mikoz comes out on top. Here we go, boys. The comeback is upon us, targeting the MCV. Does he die for it? No, he does not. He decides to clean up the tanks first. There we go, cleaning up. And, what?
Player defeated.
Why are we on some random server, says Gino.
Because he has red ping. That is why.
War Factory placement from Mikoz is up top. Is he going for the double War Factory? I don't think so. I've never seen Mikoz go for the double war. Gino with an AFC right after War Factory here. Rocketeer out already. Mikoz on 3 miners. Gino on 2 at the moment. Yeah, bro. Jab playing. I have recovered from COVID. I'm just a little congested, but I'm feeling great, man. It really is good to be back. Yeah, Q versus Andy is a must. Right, Harriet, Rocketeers, Gino with the early air aggression here. And Mikoz, what is your plan to get to the... Oh, sending a drone to try to get Gino's expansion on the right hand side by Gino. Deploys the MCV way before the drone reaches there. That's a very early expansion. Zhas, is that a good idea or a bad idea? What do you say?
Not sure. I mean, he's keeping pressure on with Rockies and Grizzlies. Why not?
Yeah, that is true. He is keeping Mikoz busy, which is exactly what you want if you're going to make an aggressive expansion like this, as Gino moves into an attack here, but Mikoz does have enough to defend here. This Harrier coming in, a flag cannon comes out, Paradrop needs to be dealt with, as well as Gino pushes in here. You might get a miner if Mikoz is not careful. Let's see, can he click it? He clicks it. The Rhino's moving into position. Gino retreating does save the miner. Very nice micro there out of Mikoz. That's exactly what you want to do when your tanks are out of position. Move the miner back, bring the tanks in, defend. Very nice. Yeah, Gino not getting the gems. What's that about, Zhas?
Too busy attacking.
Too busy attacking, now putting 2 miners on the gems. Mikoz on 3 war factories. I don't know about this build. Again, I feel like Mikoz could improve his build orders a little bit. Oh, nice with out of Gino there. Going for that Turk miner. Can he get it? He's gonna die for it. Can he get it? No, he retreats. He doesn't get it. Wow. One shot. One shot, he would have got it. That is unfortunate right there. Harrier comes in to finish it off, but he misses, and the Harrier goes down. Wow. Mikoz actually doing a pretty damn good job there. Really nice. And now Mikoz is going in for the attack, but Gino is at his doorstep. I don't know if he wants to be doing that. Base trade. Okay, drones are coming out. Gino moving some of his tanks back to defend here. I don't know about this, Mikoz. I don't know. Does defend those miners again. Really well done. Pallet drop gonna take out that war factory. In the meantime, looks like Gino's gonna lose his AFC at his base. Gino sending some Grizzlies back to defend that. Wow. Looking, still looking decent for Gino. Gino does have 3 war factories, doesn't have an AFC at the moment, but Mikoz only on 2 war factories. A billion miners all on 1 patch down there for Mikoz. Don't know what that's about. Definitely inefficient mining here out of the dog. It looks like Mikoz is going to make a push here down bottom. We'll see if Gino can defend this. Gino has a lot of Grizzlies, man. Gino has a lot of Grizzlies. He should be able to defend this as he sends 3 Grizzlies to the 2nd level. Again, splitting Mikoz up. Gino doing all these fancy split moves, but Mikoz defending very nicely again. Really well done here. Rocketeers moving around, Flag Track countering them, and Gino pushing in the bottom here. Does he have enough to push that? I'm not quite sure. AFC is back online for Mr. Gino. This Flag Track chasing these Rockies all the way around. Yeah, that Flag Track's gonna, go down. And now Mikoz moving his MCV. These miners, man. Inefficient mining. I really want to see Mikoz micros miners a little bit better. Gino with a 4-tank split here down the center. Where's he going? He's going for the MCV. Mikoz moving some tanks into position to defend. Can Gino get it on time is the question. In the bottom, there's a bit of a stare off there. Diving for the MCV here. No, not diving. Clicking those tanks, bringing in the Rocketeers. beautiful reaction out of Gino there in the bottom. Mikoz pushing in, Gino chasing him out, and Mikoz looking like he's in trouble here. Can he get the MCV? More tanks move into position to defend the MCV. Gino pushing in the bottom, winning that tank battle as well. These Rocketeers doing work, and it looks like Gino's going to win that tank engagement in the bottom completely. Mikoz in big trouble. Elite Grizzly tank comes out. Paradrop comes into his base. There's still those Grizzlies up top next to his MCV. And yeah, Mikoz loses all of his war factories. Well, there's one left. Gino, you want to take it out? You want to leave it alive? All right, looks like Gino is going to let him leave that war factory alive. Could have left him war factory less. These GIs doing some work here, but Gino out tanking in a big way here. Mikoz in big trouble, boys. Mikoz in serious trouble here, as Gino dominating the map. Great expansion, great tank control, great movements, great splits. Gino really proving why he is a great player. A really great player. Two elite Grizzlies here just melting these rhinos. They're just disappearing off the face of the map. Did lose one elite there. But yeah, he could get the last war factory right here, right now. Looks like he's targeting it now. Okay, the war factory goes down, and it looks like Gino is gonna win this one big time. No war factory left. Mikoz, this is where you quit, my man. What did he say? I can't read that.
I made a fatal misclick.
You want to test skill against skill?
Gino is not taking gems.
Ooh, Gino not taking gems. Now that's not what you want to be doing now. Microing his miner to take the gems. That's a whoopsie, boys. That's a whoopsie. You do not want to go broke here. You want to constantly be producing. Best of 19, boys. Best of 19. Huge series here. $40 on the line. So pretty exciting here. As we see Gino on 3 miners at the moment. Mikoz on 3 as well. Already switching into tanks here. We'll see if Gino can get something done with his drone. And yeah, early gems allows you to either go early pressure or many war factories early on. We'll see exactly what the players' builds are on this map. Gino going for a 4. It's Gino on 4 miners. All right, 2 war factories now for Mr. Gino.
Why not stretching up?
Yeah, and he's stretching up, which is the move here. You definitely want to be stretching to next ore patches. Mikoz building off that oil, getting those gems as well. So that's 4 miners for him as well. Can Gino's mine? Oh, the drone does go down. Doesn't quite get something done here. What's the plan, boys? What are you guys thinking? What are they doing here? What are they doing? They're just mucking about at the moment. Mikoz pushing in again, usually the aggressor in these games. We've seen this before. He comes in. Can Gino defend, or will this be a repeat of Country Swing? Mikoz pushing in. There's a lot of conscripts and sentry guns. Oh, but he's going to lose the miner if he's not careful. The miner goes down. Was that worth it? Because now Gino's going to chase him out. Doesn't really, definitely a nice miner snipe there for Mikoz. Well done, Mr. Mikoz. Very nice. And Mikoz with an extra miner on this map, it's going to make a huge difference. Still both players on 2 war factories, 3 war factories for Gino. Never mind. Mikoz could take out that oil if he wanted to. Doesn't look like he's interested. He's taking out the garrisons at the moment. The oil? You don't want to take out the oil? I guess he doesn't want to take out the oil. All right. Got a bit of a garrison war there. Gino, both garrisons die at the same time. And Gino running out of gems there. He's going to have to take this forward gem patch, but Mikoz really putting on the pressure here, making it difficult for him to take those forward gems. And now it takes it completely out of position. It looks like Mikoz is going to get another miner. What are you doing, Gino? Oh, Gino, my man. Gino just lost 2 miners. One of his miners is AFK. He's down to 2 miners. One of his miners is AFK. Only 1 miner mining. Now the other one joining the battle. Gino, if he doesn't push now, it's over. Mikoz now on 4 war factories with way more miners, way more cash. What a blunder. What a blunder from Gino. That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Wow. It looks like Mikoz is going to win this. You do not lose 3 miners and just get away with it. Gino in big trouble here. Gino in big trouble here. Wow, what a blunder. What a blunder. Yeah, you gotta defend your miners. You gotta make sure you're not out of position. You gotta hand it to Mikoz for seeing those miners exposed, jumping in, pouncing, and getting them. And you gotta hand it to, well, I mean, Gino needs to be better at microing his miners away. He needs to react just a split second earlier, and he would have been fine. Zhas, I'm just setting up my headphones. Take over for 1 second here.
Setting up headphones?
Alright, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, alright, so I mean Gino's still trying to hold on here, expanding to the left hand side of the map. He's back up to 5 miners. Mikoz is not careful. He is gonna let Gino back in this game, but Mikoz is way ahead on tanks, and I mean way ahead. And he's got the fodder as well, but he should not have let Gino take that time to make those miners. I'm freaking you out, Mixand. Are you talking about me?
I'm not sure. I don't pay attention to the negative.
No! It's all good, man. It's all good. And Gino trying to hold on here with Desolators. Finally, Mikoz using drones to counter the Desolators instead of miners here. And it's looking pretty good for Mikoz. Still Mikoz way ahead here. Oh! Gino actually has one of his miners drones. That's unfortunate. Gino has 2 of his miners drones. Never mind. Oh, loses one, loses the second. Gino keeps losing miners in this map. Left, right, and center. This game not going the way Gino wants it to go. Gino trying to split to the left. Mikoz responding with a split of his own to the left. And Gino is in big trouble here, boys. He's trying to hold on, but I'm afraid it's not looking too hot for Gino. Now Gino going for a trade, I guess. Going all in here. Mikoz should group up his tanks here. Doesn't want to take an unfavorable engagement here. But still, Mikoz with way more rhinos. Even has that elite to back him up. And Gino's just doesn't have the eco or the production to keep up with Mikoz. But Mikoz going in a bit, filing them in one at a time. Doesn't even matter. He's just so ahead at this point. Forcing Gino to sell his MCV. Destroying 2 more miners, putting up his tanks to defend and attack at the same time. Mikoz looking good. Gino switching into drones here. Does get that elite with those drones, which is very nice. In the meantime, Mikoz trying to defend here. Has expanded to the top right. That's not something you see every day. Gino gonna get that MCV, which is nice, but still, Mikoz is so insane. Oh, gets the elite. Mikoz is still so insanely ahead that I'm afraid it's gonna take a miracle for Gino to get out of this. Gino with literally no income, no miners, no way to get money except, does he even have oils left? I don't even think he has. He has 1 oil left in the bottom right. And yeah, Gino has 17 splits all over the place, still trying to keep his head in the game. At this point, Mikoz just needs to die for Gino's buildings and end it. And Mikoz actually losing miners left, right, and center. Mikoz, this is where you die. This is where you die, bro. You die for the buildings, my dude. That's what you want to be doing. But yeah, there we go. He's finally cleaning up Gino's building. Gino, I think, can't even produce drones anymore.
Player defeated.
And Gino calls GG. It is over. The score goes to 5-3. Mikoz keeping it close. So you want to first try to get as many oils as possible in the center. Now, no dog NG is on, which means you might see a few oil stealing here. Like maybe we'll see 2 engineers going for the same oil, and whoever goes in last gets it. We'll see who can spam out sentry guns faster. Often early aggression, because you start with so many oils here, you know, you just have the money. Interesting, yeah. So Gino makes his war factory at the back of his base. Mikoz going with a more traditional approach, making the war factory out front from these oils. Let's see if this pays off for him. Already with the Grizzlies out, and interesting. So Gino going for the Nighthawk first, wanting to get those islands, get another paradrop, get more oils, but Mikoz pushing in here with a heavy early pressure. We're gonna see if this pays off for him. Mikoz building, refinery off the center. Gino not gonna have that option, so he's not gonna be able to get those gems. But he did make an Nighthawk, so he's probably gonna get one of these islands instead. There we go, the Nighthawk heading to the top island here. Zhas, what's better? Taking control of the center or getting those islands?
Not sure, maybe center.
Yeah, I also think that what Mikoz is doing here is the better strategy. Yeah, Gino's gonna lose center completely, not gonna have these oils. He might want to destroy the bridges if he's not careful. I mean, Gino doesn't have anything to counter this army at the moment here. He does have a few grizzlies. Not really enough here. Rocketeers will make a big difference here. Gino loading up that Nighthawk again to get the bottom island as well. And Mikoz comes knocking at the front door. The dog is coming. He's coming, boys. Can Gino defend this attack here? Let's see. It is AVA. All right. Pillbox comes up. Rocketeers move into position. Let's see who comes out on top here. Looks like Mikoz is going to win this engagement big time. There are the Rocketeers here. The question is, can Mikoz get the MCV? He's diving for it. It looks like he's going to get it. Oh my god. Gino has to sell his MCV. Not something you want to do on this map this early. Gino in big trouble here, boys. Gino in big trouble. You know, he did get the bottom island as well. He did get the top island. But with no MCV, what does it matter? His production is limited. Fine, so he'll spam Rocketeers like there's no tomorrow. He'll spam out of his war factories. At the end of the day, his production is not going to be enough to keep up with the money he's making. Mikoz is going to make more war factories, more barracks, and Gino is going to be in big trouble. Let's see if Gino can pull out a miracle here and somehow get something done here. But on paper, Gino is in trouble, though. Gino is in trouble. So, Gino pushing in here. He's got Rocketeers. He's got tanks. Ooh, bad Rocketeer control out of Mikoz there. You never want to run into Rocketeers that aren't moving. So, Mikoz throwing away quite a few Rocketeers. The Patriot comes out. That's nice. Mikoz, can he defend? There is a power drop in the bottom island. And, yeah, Rocketeers coming in here from Gino, targeting, getting the power plant. Let's see what else they can get done here. Gino might come back with a strong counter punch here. Gets an elite. Oh, loses the elite. But, Mikoz might be in trouble here. He should have been able to produce enough to defend this attack, but it looks like he's in trouble. Second war factory coming out. But can Gino end this right here, right now? He needs to end it quickly. He doesn't have an MCV, but it looks like that's exactly what he's doing. He's got a power drop in the back of Mikoz's base. And looks like he's going to get the refinery there. Another power drop in the front there. That power drop still unattended. Dogs coming out to try and deal with that. Dogs come. Alright, looks like they are going to clean it up. Gino pushing in here with a big push. Can he clean up everything that's going on here? Looks like the war factory is going to go down. Can he get the second war factory as well? So many Rocketeers out of Gino. He is spamming them non-stop. He even stole oil from Mikoz there with a Nighthawk. That's crazy. Gets the oil, explodes the war factory, targets the power. Yeah, Mikoz goes low power. Boom, goes down a sentry gun. Those elite Rocketeers melt building so fast. I thought Mikoz won this game big time, but it looks like Gino is going to turn things around. Looking really good for Gino at the moment. What was that? What was that? So, Yin Yang, again a linear map. This is the LE version, a bit more balanced out than the previous version. And yeah, that miner, Zhas. Now Mikoz is moving it to the gems. Unfortunate, you really don't want to waste time getting those gems early. So both players getting the airport and the oil. Mikoz getting the oil faster because he's in the bottom position. Gino getting the airport faster because he's in the bottom position, but on the left side.
Yo, Kadizavr.
Anyway, let's see what the strategy here is on this map. Another map you really, you know,
Apple
for
drop,
people who really know how to split, it's hard. It's hard to face people that know how to split on this map. It's interesting how it's a left to right map with a very linear map on the one hand. On the other hand, there are many options for splits. So what do we got? We got yeah both. Wait, so that is a drone that got in there in Mikoz's base. So Mikoz does have a mine of drones. It does make a repair depot, so he is gonna save it. Gino with another drone out heading across the map now. We'll see if that could get anything done. And okay, so he saves the miner, sells the service depot. Paradrap coming in for Gino. We'll see if this can get anything done. How does Mikoz counter that? Gino getting all the gems earlier on, so his eco should be a little bit better than Mikoz. Mikoz on the other hand on 5 miners now, cleaning up. The dog is cleaning up. Oh my god, that drone just went in there. Yeah, alright, the Paradrap gets cleaned up with the dogs, and Mikoz sold his service depot.
Yeah,
and now he gets droned again. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Gino on 6 miners. And, yeah, alright, so he makes another service depot. That's not what you want to happen. You do not want to have to make 2 service depot, boys. Mikoz now on his 7th miner coming out, stretching to the left side of his base. And Gino heading across the map with this rhino. With these rhinos. Drone for Mikoz to try and counter them. Mikoz with his paradrops defensive. Gino being more aggressive with his paradrops. Gino stretching towards the top side of his side of the map. And there we go. Another paradrop gonna get cleaned up by the dog with dogs. And oh, but Mikoz losing his tech airport. That's not what you are. You never want to give up free troops, boys. You never want to give up free troops. So Gino is going to have a bit of an advantage here, having the paradrop. Mikoz, this game being very defensive, staying in his base, and not the usual aggro we're used to seeing out of him. That's interesting. Yes, that is true. I am the biggest nerd on the planet. There is no doubt about that. I dare anyone to take that title from me. No way. Absolutely no way. Alright. The armies are building. Mikoz on 3 war factories. Gino on 3 as well. Gino stretched all the way across his side of the map, which I love seeing. Mikoz not going to have that airports to build off of, which is unfortunate. Mikoz coming in here with an army in the bottom left, boys. Can Gino defend here? We're going to see. He is going to take the airport, which is nice. So he returns the favor. No more free troops for Gino. Gino does have Desolators on the field of battle here. Did make a radar on the top there. So that's always good to have. It's all about the Deso control, boys. Latov is proof that Desos are an extremely powerful unit. We'll see how well Gino can use them here on Yin Yang 4 war factories. For Mikoz, we're gonna see where he's building 5 war factories for Mikoz. We're gonna see if he can build. There is a way to position your buildings that you build up this hill here to this ore. We'll see if Mikoz does that. And all the Desolators out front. Decent. Did get his own tanks as well, so I don't know how effective that Desolator was. And Mikoz with 5 war factories, his army looking big. Let's see if Gino can keep up with the tank numbers, boy. As Mikoz now stretching towards that next ore patch. Gino on 3 war factories? Does he have more up top? 4 war factories. So Mikoz is ahead on war factories here. Now Gino moving his MCV. Mikoz definitely producing faster, and I like it. A 3 tank split out of Mikoz. Heading towards the top of the map. Ooh! Mikoz making miners out of the war factory. I like it. Those 3 tanks heading towards the top. We'll see if Gino reacts to them. He does have his own tanks up top to defend. So nice reaction out of Gino there. Really keeping an eye on his opponent. Keeping an eye. Oh, but the tank control lacking. Here we go. Big fight in the bottom. Gino is going to clean up that split in the top. Desolators ahead here. Oh, again with a miner. What? Zhas, what is that? You make a drone.
Yeah.
I don't know about dealing with Desolators with miners, boys. I don't like it. He throws away miner. Not as effective. Now gets a drone out. And Gino with his own split up top. We're going to see where that is heading. Mikoz notices and counters. Very nice. Yeah, it's a drone from Mikoz there. We'll see where that goes. Can it get in a miner or something else? Gino clicks it, cleans up the drone. Mikoz now up top with a lot of tanks here. Gino doesn't have enough to counter here. It's going to come down to take control. Can Gino do it? In the meantime, Mikoz going in the bottom with a huge army here. Gino defending up top very nicely, but can he defend bottom at the same time? Looks like Gino's gonna clean the tanks up top in the bottom. Also, Gino dominating. Gino looking strong, boys. Gino looking hella strong. Gino really bringing his A game here. Mikoz, Gino all over the map, spread all over, stretched all over, really expanded well. Mikoz a little more in a square, staying towards the bottom right side of the map. Gino now pushing in, cleaning up some miners, getting an elite rhino as well. Mikoz is in trouble. This game loses the elite, that's good. So Mikoz at least gets rid of the elite, and he does clean up a bit of Gino's army. Gino now with another force coming in from the top here. Can Mikoz respond and defend against this? Mikoz defending here pretty well, but at the end of the day, Gino with a better eco, with a better expansion, with a better tank control, splitting up Mikoz's forces here. Gino just looking dominant, boys. The Aussie is bringing it home, cleaning up those miners on the backside. Tank control here in the center, getting another elite rhino, losing it right away though. And now Mikoz pushing in up top, trying to counter punch, desperately trying to get something done here. Does clean up those miners, but in the back of Mikoz's base, Gino doing his own damage. Now Gino switching into drones to defend. And Gino trying to clean up the battlefield here. He is losing a lot of miners back home, so that's something to consider. Mikoz doesn't have that many miners left either. But we'll see if Mikoz can clean up Gino's forces here. Gino bringing some of his tanks back to defend, looting all of the tanks in Mikoz's base. But at the end of the day, Gino is still in a better position here. We'll do a quick miner count here to see who still has an eco, who doesn't. Gino seems to have 3 miners left. And Mikoz on 4 miners left, but one of them AFK. Mikoz still trying to make a push. It looks like Gino is going to clean up these forces. He might lose another miner. That's unfortunate. Gino down to 2 miners. Countering the rest of the tanks with the drones here. Cleaning up Mikoz's forces in the back of his base. Gino's going to go broke very soon. Does he make miners here or does he make a push? Is the question. And it looks like miners is the answer, as Gino is back up to 5 miners as we speak. Mikoz trying to make a push here with a lot of conscripts. 1 desolator, boys. That's all Gino needs to defend. And yeah, pretty crazy game. I agree with you, HC. And Gino, wow. Gino back up to 6 miners as we speak. He's got the drones. He's got the desos. Mikoz doesn't dare push. Now switching back into rhinos. And Mikoz on 5 miners as well, so Mikoz also got a bit of an eco back, but Mikoz on 2 ore factories, Gino on 3. Gino is more spread out, more ore patches. Mikoz is going to try and make a push as he moves his rhinos to the top position of the map, trying to push in here. Gino retreating with his miners, sending his drones to the top of the map and his rhinos to defend this incoming attack. Mikoz now attacking the gems at the top, not wanting Gino to get that. Mikoz can't push in the bottom with the conscript. There's desolators in the way, and it looks like Gino is going to push him back from the top position. Gino really doing a great job countering Mikoz's attack here. And Gino still on 6 miners, Mikoz on 6 miners as well. So Mikoz does have the same amount of miners. Gino is ahead on war factories, and Gino just sold his MCV. That's no, sorry, didn't sell it. My bad. He's moving it to the bottom left. Is there anywhere to deploy it down there? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Come on, Gino, show us you can deploy it. There we go. Nice deploy. As Mikoz pushes in here, trying to get a miner or 2. While all of his tanks get droned. Does get a miner, though. 4 efforts. We'll see if that's worth it. In the meantime, Mikoz lost most of his army here from the drones. That is unfortunate. That is not what he wanted to happen. Not worth it to get a miner. He does have a decent group back home. But is it enough? Losing that big split of rhinos? Not sure. Alright, Gino is chilling. He's defending. He knows he's in a better position at the moment. He knows he can just defend and chill and it's all good. Mikoz is the one who needs to be making moves here. Since he doesn't have an MCV, he doesn't have a way of rebuilding. Gino has just expanded to the bottom left. So he's like, you know, I can chill, I can defend, I'm in a better position, I could keep making miners, I could keep making ore refineries. So Mikoz really is the one that needs to be making the moves here. Unfortunately, Gino is countering him. Just countering him really well. Another split out of the dog here. Let's see what he can get done here. Rhino's going to the bottom. Gino retreating with his miners to try and defend them. Moving Rhinos into position. Alting the War Factory with one Rhino. It's not going to be enough to kill it, bro. Oh, my bad. I take it back. They were hitting it from the back of the building. So he does manage to destroy that refinery, alting it with one Rhino. Yeah, that's what Mikoz needs. I don't know if he can win. But definitely doing a great job here of keeping Gino busy. What do you think, Zhas? Does Mikoz have any chance of winning this game? Nah.
Should bring miners and hope that he will be lucky.
Bring miners and hope that he will be lucky. Yeah, I guess so. Mikoz pushing in the bottom again, trying to get something done here. Sending in a 3-tank split. Desos are in the bottom to try and counter. Nice movement out of Gino. That's what you want to do. You want to move your Desos a tiny bit, deploy. Move your Desos a tiny bit, deploy. Move your Desos a tiny bit, deploy. And this time the alt won't work. The Desolator's there to clean it up. And Gino really doing a good job countering Mikoz' split over there. Mikoz making more miners? Mikoz! You got 2 war factories and 17 miners. What are you doing? Alright, Gino now coming in with a huge force. Just enormous amount of
accepting
rhinos.
donations.
There. He could
thank you
literally
very
just
much.
walk in, 0 tank control, win right now, but he's splitting in the bottom. And yeah, Gino just looking way too strong, getting that war factory. Mikoz now down to
Kadizar,
one war
what's
factory,
up?
even using the Desolator.
Thank you very much.
Gino,
Sorry, I'm too
just
focused.
Looking. Gino OP, boys. Gino is just OP. Oh, yeah, so nice little split from Mikoz up top, getting a miner or 2. It's not going to be enough, but I like it that Mikoz is giving Gino a hard time. I like it.
It's hard to watch everything, guys.
That's what I like seeing.
Have to understand me.
That little split is countered. Gino has an insane amount of rhinos right now. And he could literally just click, like, hit the P key. That's to select all your combatant units. Click the center of Mikoz's base, and it's over. It literally is over. Gino just wrecking Mikoz here in this fight, outnumbering him big time. GG is called. Wow. 7-3. What a game. What
15 minutes.
Game.
15 minutes game,
15
damn.
minutes. We've got Gino in the top right. We've got Mikoz in the bottom left. Stronghold is a map where there are 2 oils on each side of the map. I never know if you're taking it's. I think it's left versus right, but we see Gino sending his engineer all the way to the left side of the map. So it's interesting that he decided my oil is top left and top right.
It's just
yeah,
Russian
who's gonna argue
services
with
that Kazakhs use
do
because
not know.
Kazakhs
So,
have no their own
Mikoz
services.
Also going with
If
his
that
engineer
makes sense.
to the bottom right. Okay, so I guess the top player gets the top. Yeah. And oh, Gino. Okay, never mind. So Gino's being greedy. Gino's like, I want 3 oils. That's what I want. So we'll see what happens here in the bottom. Remember, no dog NG eat is on, and Mikoz moving his MCV. Okay, closer to the gem patch there. Does Gino notice? Does he have a pillbox ready? Does Gino notice? Oh, he does have a sentry gun ready. The engineer goes down.
Okay, lost drone too.
So,
Mikoz.
ooh, yeah, Mikoz loses his drone sitting right next to the garrisons there. Gino with 3 oils, getting the garrisons. Gino OP, boys. Gino is insane. Alright. What is Mikoz's plan to counter here? We see Gino's drone sneaking up. What? What did he say? I have one.
I have one. Gino's like everything is mine.
Yeah, Gino taking all those oils, but Mikoz does snipe that drone down, which is nice. Yeah, this is a berg map. This is a nice berg map. So Mikoz switching into rhinos here after getting 5 miners out on the field. Gino with quite a few rhinos already heading towards Mikoz's base here. Gino's coming in. Can Mikoz defend this attack here? Let's see. Are those sentry guns ready to pop out? Clicking those tanks. Mikoz coming in with a dog fodder. Is it enough? Gino's micro is too good. The sentry gun is too late as Gino snipes out those rhinos, and he's alting the refinery, returning the favor from last game where Mikoz did this to him. Gino now clicking these tanks, really doing a great job microing here, but under all the sentry guns and all the miners, he is losing tanks at a fast rate here. Gino needs to back off here, but he did get that refinery, which was definitely nice. Fairly nice micro out of Gino here. And Gino with a nice build there. Said he knows the map enough to try it, but really, you know, grabbing those
19.
oils early and the build.
Until 10 wins.
Gino knows. Gino knows what he's doing. And he has been the aggressor here, now moving his MCV to the left side of the map. And really nice expansion out of Gino, nice aggression out of Gino. Showing why he's considered a top player right here, right now. Gino really proving his skill, proving his abilities here. Really, really nice. Yeah, this is a best of 19, which means the first to 10 will win. Gino is ahead 7-3. There is $40 in the line, courtesy of Apple Drop Larry. Thank you very much, Apple Drop Larry, for sponsoring this series. And we got Gino with map control. We got Gino with an extra oil, with 2 extra oils actually. And we've got him with the expansion. We got him with the aggression. Gino just walked in here. He was a man with a plan. He came in and he is looking powerful, boys. He is looking strong right now. Yeah, so Mikoz pushing in here on the right hand side. He does have a decent army.
Night,
we'll see if Gino can defend this. The tanks look about even here. Gino does have defender's advantage. We'll see if he makes sentry guns. There we go, first sentry gun up. And Mikoz also with a decent build here, but I feel like Gino is still ahead, especially with that extra oil he has. Sneaky, sneaky Gino. Mikoz on 4 war factories at the moment. Gino on 1, 2, 3 war factories, so he is behind on war factories actually. So that is the reason Mikoz is managing to catch up here on the tank numbers. Gino might actually be in trouble. The radar comes out for Gino. Desolators will be coming out momentarily. There we go. I love how he built the barracks and immediately prominated to get the Desol out there. Can Gino defend this attack here from Mikoz? His tanks are a little bit out of position. What is he doing? His tanks are split up, but they're not in one group. He's in trouble here. Moving out of Desol into position to defend. He's going to lose a miner here, or not. He moves the miner into the tank group. Mikoz microing down. Gino was in such a good position, but he didn't have the war factory numbers to keep up with Mikoz's production as Mikoz came in here. Oh man, I kept saying that Gino was ahead, but look what I know. Apparently nothing, as Mikoz rolls through Gino's army, just wrecking him here. And all of a sudden, Gino is the one in big, big trouble here. Didn't keep up the war factory production, kept moving his MCV, and Mikoz pulled ahead on war factories, pulled ahead on tanks, and then he came in and started cleaning up Gino. GG is called as Mikoz takes home another point. The score is now 7-4. Mikoz is catching up, boys. Tiger Bay is quite a map. Quite a difficult map. You gotta know how to build, you gotta know how to expand, you gotta defend your expansion points. You're split up. Each player does get an auto-captured airport and hospital, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh shit, one more. One extra NG by Mikoz.
Yeah, Mikoz made an engineer that he didn't need to. Hopefully he could put it to good use. Gino laughing as well. Did he make engineers as well? Whoop.
Wait, I'm checking.
What is he saying whoops about?
No idea.
Alright, nice build out of Gino, climbing up that cliff right away. This spot is unplayable. Alright. I guess Mikoz doesn't like that spot there. So is Paris B. Anyway, so we see Mikoz trying to push in here. He does have the engineer. Oh, Gino crushes it. The flakjack goes down as well. Bringing in the tanks, just cleaning up Mikoz there in that engagement right there. Mikoz went in way over his head there. And yeah, Gino with the para dropout, coming in with the tanks, coming in with the rock. He's coming in with the OP build up the cliff from the bottom there. Mikoz already looking like he's in trouble as Gino pushes in. He's gonna get that miner in the top. It sort of feels like Mikoz gave up before they started. Mikoz is gonna try to push in here. He does get one para drop down. He's pushing into Gino's base here. Gino rushing his tanks back to defend. Let's see if he can do it.
He scored.
Yeah, Gino definitely can defend this attack easily. Damn. Looking, yeah, Mikoz sold. Mikoz sold. Gino can easily defend, even with the cell. He's garrisoning those huts, but Gino just needs to defend. And Gino looking...
Nice button roll.
Yeah, para drop on the cliff there. That's going to be huge. That is going to be huge. Mikoz really wants to clean that up. He cannot let that para drop stay there. That is just going to snipe everything that passes down bottom. Gino just chilling. Gino just chilling. He's going to defend. Mikoz has no MCV, like we said. He already sold it. Gino just needs to hold on here. Spam those pillboxes. Spam those tanks. Keep bringing in those para drops. And he's going to be fine. I would like to see Gino send like Rocketeers to maybe go deal with the airport. Stop Mikoz from getting his own para drops. But at the end of the day, I think Mikoz is in a fine position. Gino's in a fine position here. And he will be able to defend Mikoz's attack. Yeah, Mikoz doesn't like this, top left spot on Tiger Bay, apparently. Alright. Yeah, there is a pad drop on that airport. Gino hasn't really using it, but he's pushing into Mikoz's army here. Can he clean it up? Can he end it right here, right now? It looks pretty good for Gino. Oh, I take that back. Mikoz coming out on top in that engagement. Gino has to force back to defense and stick behind the pillboxes. Ooh, I hope he has more pillboxes ready. Gino could actually be in big trouble here. Losing his grizzlies left, right, and center. Ooh, Gino. Wow. Gino's gonna lose his war factory here. It shows what I know. That's the second game I've said that Gino is looking like he's winning and Mikoz takes the win. Shows you how much I know. And Gino has no war factory now. Only barracks in AFC. Oh, and Mikoz gets the elite. Gino should have stayed in the defensive position, made pillboxes, and now he is gonna lose this apparently. I don't see. Oof. I mean, yeah, he's got those Rocketeers. The elite stays alive, and Gino, wow, damn, the elite is still alive after all that. Gonna get this miner here. Gonna go to the rest of Gino's eco, and Gino just quits. Wow. So bottom right, first of all, you have that airport that you have to destroy that annoying tree to get the gems in the pit, which is a little bit dangerous, but you do have that. On the other hand, the right side has an easier expansion point, right? To more patches, right? You start with gems to the left of your MCV that are easy to get, and the gems on the right, and one refinery to get. Well, Mikoz didn't really place his refinery that well, but in theory, one refinery to get the ore and the gems at the start. Top left, he has to make separate refineries for the first refinery. The second gem patch harder to get. So I don't know. I don't know what is better.
Gino's the engine. Luck.
So, we've got, alright, sorry, I missed that. Where's the NG flag? Alright, there it is, top right. Going in towards the airport, is that his target? Is the target the airport? We'll see in a second. Tanks coming out already from both players, moves right past the airport.
Yes.
There we go. Deploys it, goes in, gets the airport. No power drop for you, Mikoz, and no expansion point as well. That is gotta be annoying. And now he makes a sentry gun on the cliff to take out the sentry gun that's not on the cliff. Flak check. is going to be eliminated. No, Flak Track escapes. Never mind. The airport is getting really, Mikoz? He has another airport. It's not like you're stopping it. I guess he just doesn't want him to build off of it. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But that means no paradrop for Mikoz, only paradrop for Gino. And a paradrop is a decent advantage. Free troops. Free troops is always a good thing. I don't know what Mikoz's build is doing.
Oh shit, we missed
very
this.
interesting. Oh, he did get the other airport? Alright, my bad. Okay, no paradrops for either player. Both of them having to move to expand. Gino destroying that bridge to defend his MCV better. You want to attack my
It's
MCV?
snark.
You got to go all the way around the wall.
New
Is
school
what Gino is saying here.
player.
Gino expanding to there to get those gems. Yeah, I guess. And Mikoz sold? Mikoz sold his MCV, boys. So, Gino, where are you going? Like, you were right there in a position to defend. Where did you go? Mikoz is on Gino's doorstep. His MCV is in danger. But if Gino can defend this, he will be in a decent position. Mikoz, on the other hand, already sold, so his eco is probably better, which means he has more fodder. Let's see if he has the tank control to use that fodder to his advantage to win the game right here, right now. Gino might have to sell his MCV at any point, making a refinery there. Oh, Gino, I don't know about that move. Oh, and the fodder coming into play here. Mikoz is going to win this tank fight big time. Gino in trouble, boys, and Gino quits. 7-6.
Again, yeah, no expansion win for Mikoz.
Let's see, does Mikoz know the build here? You really want to stretch up to that plateau there and get your expansion point there. Same as Gino on his side of the map, there is also a specific build over there as well. He built the refinery in the right place off of the oil. That's what you want to see. And we'll see if he knows how to stretch to that plateau there. Alright, Mikoz putting his war factory in the right position and Gino moving instantly. Interesting. Drone comes out. He's gonna deploy it there. Is he planning to stretch down to those gems? Is that why he moved instead of base walking?
Probably, yeah. But not worth doing it as Soviet. As Allied, it's good, like Frank showed us. Put the refinery here and get these gems.
Yeah, because you make the AFC and then the refinery and then you're like really close. I don't know. Alright. Gino has his builds, boys, and Mikoz has gotten his miner droned. Let's see if he can save it in time. That is unfortunate right there. There we go. Does make a service depot on time and does save his miner. Very nice out of Mikoz there. Now, as we've seen before, Mikoz going earlier rhinos. Gino going heavier on the eco. So Gino down 4 miners. Can he defend is the question. Gino, what are you doing? Oh, alright. Does defend versus the drone. Mikoz has more tanks here. Second war factory at 4. Gino on 4 miners. We'll see if his eco can handle that. I don't know about that. Mikoz, really nice stretch here onto that plateau. That's what we were talking about. That is the build right there. Gino trying to defend his position here as Mikoz brings out more dogs. Puts a forward barracks. Not sure what that's for. Lots of dogs coming out. Does Mikoz sell?
Yeah.
Mikoz sells. What a shocking surprise. Mikoz sold his MCV as he's pushing in here. Can Gino defend this? He needs to click those tanks. So much fodder out of the dog, but it doesn't matter if you have tank control. That's good enough to click these rhinos, but is it good enough is the question. Gino losing tanks here left, right, and center, not getting enough shots off, and it looks like Mikoz might win with the cell rush again. Where are those sentry guns? 2 war factories cost Gino dearly at his eco here, and Mikoz is cleaning up all of Gino's rhinos. This is not looking good for Gino at the moment. He's going to lose 1 miner. He's going to lose 2 miners, maybe, if he clicks it. Let's see. Gino trying to save that miner. Now Mikoz clicks the miner. Gino in big trouble here. And it looks like Mikoz is going to take it home here. MCV cell, boys. MCV cell. You got to be expecting it, and you got to know how to counter it. What the fuck? My T key froze, says Gino. Jesus Christ. Alright.
I'm not sure about that, man. How can it be possible?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's possible, but I don't think that's why he lost. And DMZ DMZ, you wanna garrison those buildings as fast as possible. You have a super early power drop because with the pre-cap, you get it really, really early. We'll see if these players decide to be aggressive with it or defensive with it. We see both players going for the larger gem patch first. I'm surprised Gino made his power plant to the top right if he was planning to go for the larger gem patch first. He could have gotten his refinery closer for sure.
Maybe he wants to stretch quicker.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Revo saying that yeah, switching the rules every month is a little bit confusing. A little bit messy. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, so Mikoz with his power drop in a defensive position here. Gino as well putting his power drop in the bottom bridge there to defend there. Let's see if Mikoz can get this drone in. We'll see in a second. So far, it is just chilling at the top there. Mikoz, alright, there we go. It's on the move, it's on the move, it's on the move. Gino noticed it, and it did not get in. So, what do we got? We got 4 miners each. Gino pushing over the conscripts in the bottom. Don't know why Mikoz sent those 2 conscripts to the bridge there to die. Maybe he needed a scout. It is possible. Second war factory out for Mikoz. Another miner comes out. That's 5 miners. Often we see very early aggression on this map. We're not seeing it this time around. Gino on 2 war factories. Coming in with the rhinos. Let's see how Mikoz defends this attack. Sending one of his miners to the gems there. That's good. Gino coming in with the drone here, but you don't want to be chasing that mine. All right, going for the rhino. Nope, backing off here. Nice drone control out of Gino there, though it is low health. And these conscripts coming in. What is their target? Oh, the drone gets in with the conscripts, keeping them busy. Really nice. And now Gino's pushing in here, but there is conscripts to defend. Can he get a miner is the question. Mikoz moving into position to defend. Looks like Gino is not going to get anything, but he is getting AFK time, and that one conscript looks like it's going to kill that power plant if Mikoz is not careful. Just doing work right there. Boom. Gets it. Alright. Gino gets a power plant with a single conscript. Why not? And, oh, Gino did get his miner drone in the top right. He seems like he did make a repair depot to save it. And now Gino ran out of gems, making a 3rd war factory. He really needs another refinery very soon. And Mikoz sending those 3 miners, which went to the top, down to the bottom. Gino pushing in here, cleaning out these garrisons. Can Mikoz defend this push coming in here from Gino? Is the question that everybody wants to know the answer to. And Gino does get a refinery there at long last. Gino, wow, Mikoz really has a nice defensive formation here with conscripts everywhere. He has a lot of dog fodder. Gino also has quite a nice amount of dogs here. You want to keep them with your tanks, micro them well. Looks like Gino is going to back out here. Going to get caught in the retreat. Does lose a few tanks. And a few dogs as well. Alright, Mikoz on 3 war factories. Mikoz has like 1 trillion miners or something. Gino has 6 miners. Mikoz definitely has more than 6. Mikoz has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Mikoz 2 miners ahead of Gino. Same amount of war factories. And Gino might be in trouble here, boys. Mikoz pushing in with a lot of conscripts and a lot of dogs. More dogs coming in as fodder. That power drop completely thrown away from Gino. And this is a lot of conscripts. This is a lot of conscripts pushing in. Wow, those conscripts just melt buildings when there's that amount. Gino is switching it to drones. Looks like he's considering a base trade here. But with these conscripts, it's going to be difficult. Mikoz retreating back to his own base, letting these conscripts move in here and get some damage done. Ooh, Gino needs this attack to count big time or he's gonna be in big trouble here. Gino down to 1 war factory and Mikoz could get it. Mikoz is gonna get it. Wow, Gino in big trouble. Oh, and a big engagement here. But not the best tank control for Gino. And the fodder here for Mikoz coming into play. Gino's army melting.
Player defeated.
Oh my god, and Gino quits. Very interesting. Can you build off that oil?
Yeah, you can.
But where would you be going? Yeah, okay, so you can build off on the top there. That's what.
And then you
where
can
wanna
stretch
go.
down. Here.
Yeah. What's? Ooh, yeah. Build down there. What's the first expansion point? Like if you're moving your MCV.
You don't move. You put the refinery here,
Yeah.
Then you have this patch,
Alright.
you have this patch, you have this patch, you have this patch, then you move. Here maybe.
Nice. Yeah. Then late game you would move there.
Mhm.
I like this map, Zhas.
Yeah, but I think it's good for allied, huh? Oh my god, the dog stuck.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Is it better for allied? It's possible, yeah, maybe. Probably with Rockies being able to go over cliffs and whatever.
Paradrops.
Airdrops to close up off the choke points.
Mhm.
Definitely feels like an allied map, yeah. I'll agree with you there.
Yeah, this reminds me of hard version of Snow Valley.
Harder version of Snow Valley. I hear you, man. Alright, Gino building down into that valley there. He could still put a refinery there, I hope, right?
Killing his own dog.
Killing his own dog. Wants to get rid of that tree. Doesn't like it. Gets a refinery down on those gems. Should move another miner or two down to there. Yeah, so we'll see maybe these players build off the oils. We'll see them maybe expand here. Miko's already on 2 warp factories. Interesting. And we'll see how these bad boys play this map. Should definitely be interesting. Miko says this is his first time in his life. Gino saying this is the second time in his life playing this map. So really the meta is developing here. No one really knows the build order yet. No one really knows how to play it. Always interesting to see top players play maps they've never played before and see what they do. So it should this should definitely be interesting. Artie says this is a good Korea map, and Revo agreeing with you, Zhas, saying this is Snow Valley on steroids. Indeed. Alright, so Gino builds off his oil, gets another refinery there. Miko's still not building off his oil, but moving in with a nice force towards Gino. Let's see if Gino can defend this. Is that, yeah, that hut is full of GIs. That is a lot of GIs in that hut. I guess you want map control. You want to stop the other player from expanding too much. And you might want to consider having a flat cannon. Interesting, Gino with a battle lab out. I guess this is a tech map, right? You could defend. Yeah, I guess
Paradrop
this
here
is a
should be
tech-
good.
Yeah. Paradrops on all these closed off little cliffs are definitely nice. And Rocketeers coming into Miko's base again. Flak tracks completely out of position all the way over there, but luckily he had a flat cannon ready. The Rocketeers go down. Paradrop coming in to defend here. Mikoz knows he can't push that. But Gino has his FC down in the bottom there. Not where you wanted it. Down goes the AFC. Yeah, definitely should have put just the refinery there, not the AFC. Keep the AFC up top in a protected position. And Miko's moving.
Oh shit, he lost
the Rocketeers. Yeah, the Rocketeers got the oil. Didn't even notice that. Alright, Gino now with Mirages, Dogs, Rocketeers. He's going to be able to defend here pretty easily. Definitely, as we were saying, easy for Allied to defend this. Spy goes into the IFV. IFV goes off. He disguised as a dog. We'll see if Mikoz notices this and can counter it. Now Miko's moving up top again. Try to attack from another position here. We'll see. Yeah, there comes the spy. Alright, Miko's pushing in here. But still, I don't feel like he has enough to actually end this here. Yeah, Gino is going to be able to defend that top right position as we see the spy move towards Mikos' base. I don't think he even notices it.
Nice
Before cells. Oh, nice cell. Nice. Alright, really nice out of Mikoz there. Notice the spy on time early enough to sell it. The spy does not get in, but Gino has an ore purifier, and he's getting rich as we speak. Mikoz needs desolators, and he has none. All he has is our tanks, and in RA2 especially, Mirage is so hard to deal with without desolators. So hard. Imagine spying radar here.
Okay,
yeah,
one
that
Disa bomb.
would be... What?
One Disa bomb and go in with your rhinos.
Yeah, that's what he needs. That's what he needs. He needs a deso bomb, for sure.
Needs to put paradrop here. Huh.
I'd insta-quit. I guess that's why he's not making a radar, Ludo. Anyway, I mean, it's a decent army for okay, here come the desolators marching into that flak track. I would have moved the flak track to the barracks.
Yeah.
Instead of marching the desos to the
Oh,
flak
nice.
track, but okay.
Mirage style on cliff.
Yeah, very nice marches on cliff there. Rocketeers trying to do damage in Mikoz's base. Flak track responding. I think that's a flak track that has the desos in it. But yeah, Mikoz knows he needs the desos, and that's exactly what he's gonna try and do now. Oof, those
Nice.
mirages on the cliff. And there we go. Zhas called it. Put the paradrop there. OP for sure. And the chronosphere is out for Gino as well. Gino is just chilling. There's so much money at the starting positions here that really Gino doesn't have to worry about expanding for a while yet. And Gino's going to take the position here. Where is that Deso bomb? Mikoz needs that Deso bomb now. Losing rhinos. Here it comes. Elite flag track. Okay, Gino backing off here. We're backing off, moving into defensive position. Again, that's a lot of mirages, Zhas. One Deso bomb. That's all you need is one really, really good Deso bomb.
Oh, don't
Because
send to that hut.
Coming in. Okay, doesn't get that much done with that Desolator. And gets all of his rhinos desoed. Oof. Okay, unsuccessful mission there from the dog. The Aussie holding on here. Gino really doing a good job here. Definitely playing the map, right? You gotta know how to play the map. You look at the map, you say, how do I play this map? And that's exactly what Gino's doing. He is playing the map right now. Using the map to his advantage. Definitely an allied map. But still, very, very nice out of Gino, yeah. Gotta hand it to him. Mikoz long distance mining, not expanding. I don't know. I don't know what Mikoz's plan is here, but he definitely needs one. Let's see. Rocketeers moving to the left-hand side.
Oh, shit.
Chronosphere, okay. Decent. Not the best chrono on the world, but definitely decent. But these Rocketeers coming in here. Mikoz, where's your response? He does have 2 flag cannons there, but he is going to lose a war factory regardless. Oh ho ho! Gino backed off 1 second too early. Didn't kill that war factory. Definitely should have gotten that war factory. But Gino now expanded to the top position where we said the expansion point is. At the beginning, Mikoz still not expanding, and that's not good. That is not good. I definitely want to see Mikoz move his MCV to a position where he can make more refineries. Gino working hard with those Harriers, trying to call the anti-air. Now targeting the flak track. Flak track moving. Can he micro it enough? Is the question. Gets elite, and yes, Gino has to back off. Still a crazy amount of mirages there.
We missed the split.
Oh, yeah. I missed something happening there. But Mikoz keeps losing troops here. Deso's trying to, alright, get a bit of damage done. Gino's gonna lose his MCV here. There is no way he can defend versus this amount of rhinos. The question is, what is the price as Gino moves into an attack position here? And Mikoz losing a lot of his desolators. Alright, Gino still trying to defend this MCV. He might save it.
See chronosphere?
Never mind, he has more than enough to defend this MCV. Definitely gonna save it at this point. And Gino now attacking from two directions, coming from the top and the bottom, splitting up his tanks, moving into a position here. The Rocketeers coming in as well. Looks like Mikoz is going to try and push the top position, but Gino is in his base and he's Desolators to defend. And it looks like Mikoz is going to throw away all of his Rhinos in the top there, not managing to push through that line of barrages. And this is where Mikoz is in big trouble as Gino tightens the noose around the neck. Mikoz is looking like he is melting before Gino's forces at the moment. And Gino says, Mikoz, what is he writing? What is he typing in there? If you didn't know the map, you should have said something. Wait, what? He did say. Well, what does Gino say? I have no idea what Gino is saying. I have absolutely.
I'm trying to bait for more words, you know, and laugh at him.
Yes. Yeah, it is made. Yeah, this is
Player defeated.
yeah, he's trolling. Anyway, we go into game number 17. We go into game number 17. I'd go allied here. So Revo, yeah, Revo, you think this is an allied map? It's possible. I think allied could work here. What do you think, Zhas?
No. Not in RI2, huh?
Not in RE2. You're saying never go allied in RE2.
Unless it's a naval map.
Unless it's a naval map. I hear you. I mean, that last map we just saw, whatever.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
called.
Too many
That
cliffs
was,
and hills.
Yeah, that's a good allied map. Alright, who has the better build here is the question. 4 miners out for the dog. Gino trying to drone. Gets in. Gino drones Mikoz. 4 miners each. I like what Mikoz is doing with getting those gems early. He does need to refix that miner ASAP. There we go. Surf Depot comes out. Is going to save it. But what was he building? He probably cancelled a war factory or refinery. Always annoying. Gino has been so good with these drones. Just devastating. Just devastating. Alright, so what do we got? We got 6 miners for the dog, and we've got 7. Is that 6 or 7? I didn't quite see there.
6.
For the Aussie. Well, now he's got 7. And a 3rd war factory out for Gino. Again, we see Mikoz going heavier on the rhinos earlier on. Gino will be relying more on drones and going heavier eco here. Let's see if he can defend this push coming out from the dog, heading towards his base. And yeah, he's gonna have more than enough to defend here for sure. Mikoz clearing out this garrison so that we can know him later on. In comes the drone. Beautiful drone out of Gino there. Really nice. Really nice. 3rd war factory out for Mikoz. Now we see Gino taking that big ore patch behind his MCV. Now moving his MCV. We see Mikoz with a different approach here. I actually don't think you need to move. I don't know if I like Gino's move here. There is a really easy, nice way to build up that hill, or all the way to the top of the map, or to the center of the map to expand.
He will
but
expand once he puts a refinery, because it's RI2, economy is different.
Still, there's so much ore next to your starting position. I feel like you don't need to move your MCV. I might be wrong, but I feel like it's unnecessary.
But
Alright,
we don't
Gino
see the
Soft
money,
War
dude.
Hmm?
It depends on your money. If you have...
Well, again, if your money isn't good, then you make refineries. That's fine. I don't care. I just don't feel you need to move. Maybe it's worthwhile moving to get those gems. I feel like he could have made a refinery on that hill and long distance mines those gems, and it would have been more worthwhile. But it's a short move. Doesn't really matter that much, I guess. Anyway, 4th war factory comes out for Gino. Mikoz is still on only 3. So Gino pulling ahead on the war factory count. Mikoz long distance mining goes that ore on top of his MCV. Don't know about that. Gino expanding now in the right hand side, and Mikoz pushing in with his army, boys. Can Gino defend this? Looks like he has more than enough to defend this. He is ahead on war factories. Radar comes out for Gino as well, but where's Gino's going? Is he trying to bait him? Oh, we've seen Gino lose a few miners when he moves out of position like that. I guess he wants to use the Desolators badly, which is why he moves his army back. But he needs to be careful. He could have lost a miner there. Now moving his miners away, which means they're not getting him money, and pushing the dog back with the Desolators. Nicely done. Not taking the engagement. Felt like Mikoz might have had more fodder, but Mikoz sends 3 tanks beyond the Desolators, trying to target these miners, and Gino might just lose a miner here. No, it looks like he's gonna save it on time. Another barracks comes out in the front here as a Desolator comes out. That would be a huge deploy. Wow, so Gino purposely not making any fodder and making Desolators to make sure that Mikoz wasted all of his money on a lot of dogs here. Looks like Gino has found the counter to the dog, and that is the Desolator.
Wait, he's so
really using it well. Oh, Mikoz sold. Oh my god, so Mikoz sells still on 3 war factories. Gino in the meantime expanded with so many war factories, Desolators, and Mikoz cannot push this. Like, his only advantage in selling is he could make more fodder, he could make more tanks, but he can't. He can't make fodder because of the Desolators. He can't make more tanks because Gino has more war factories than him. So Mikoz, I feel like that was a throw selling your MCV here. Not on a map like this. Not on a map like this. Mikoz is going to be in trouble here. Gino's going to outproduce him. He's going to outfodder him. He's going to use Desolators. And Mikoz is not going to have any response to that. He's bringing in his miners. So, yeah, it's like Zhas said the other game. You know, you bring in your miners and hope for the best. But unfortunately, the best here, I don't think it's going to work out very well for him. I don't think it's going to work out very well for Mikoz here, as Gino's army looking much larger than Mikoz's army. Gino just coming in, stomping out those miners, and Mikoz's army just melting. Looking, wow. Yeah, Gino, the man with a plan, really bringing it home. Looking so dominant here. And Mikoz's plan, he had a plan, it was just a shitty one. Didn't really work out for him. Gino, look at Gino, expanded all over the place, getting those gems in the corner, really looking powerful, cleaning up Mikoz's army.
Player defeated.
Ooh, GG is called, which brings Gino to 9-8 match points for Mr. Gino. Gino only has to win 1 more game to win this series. Crazy games here, boys. Poltergeist is a pretty straightforward map, a decent map. I actually like Poltergeist quite a bit. What do you think of Poltergeist, Zhas?
Yes, good map.
You know, Blazer even calling it a beautiful map. Yeah, you know, the decorations. Zhas, explain to me the gems on the top left and the top right and the bottom left. Yeah, those, exactly. What are you supposed to do? Chrono your miners there with a chronosphere and then chrono them back to your refinery?
Nobody has done that, but I think Woody can do it, because he goes for 2 super weapons and naval yard.
Yeah, Woody goes naval yard on this map. He cracks me up. Who goes naval yard on this map? Oh, Mikoz getting droned again. Every game, he must be frustrated at this point.
Nice.
Gino on the other hand, double war factory, and yeah, Gino gets thrown again as well through the war factory wall.
This is super bad for Gino, because he went for a second war factory. Now he has to cancel.
Yeah, exactly. Because yeah, Gino wants to be building a refinery. You go double war factory like this, you want a refinery. Mikoz does save his miner. 4 miners for the Mikoz, for the dog. 4 miners for Gino as well. 5 miners for Gino now. Can Gino make the refinery on time before he goes broke? Mikoz now on 2 ore patches. 5 miners for him. And, ooh, Gino switching into rhinos. Alright, on 6 miners. We'll see where he plans to expand to next. He is going to need another refinery now, moving his MCV. Gino wants to drone and use the tank, maybe? No, well, Mikoz does already have a tank in defense, so I don't know how well that's going to work out. Gino moving to that big ore patch. Would you move to the gems in the bottom, or would you move to the ore patch first?
Ore patch first.
Ore patch first. Alright. So Gino agrees with you. Oh, there we go. Gets the drone in, the Hertz miner, and sends the rhino in to finish off the job. Nice job out of Gino getting that miner, and the drone gets in a tank as well. Oh, devastating. Devastating. Gino, sneaky man, this Gino. Sneaky man. Bringing out the moves when he's on match point here. Are they competing who has the worst build in the game? Whatever this is. Oh, Ludo, when are we getting you in a show match? That's the question. Alright, so Gino on 2 War Factories, definitely with a interesting build, no doubt about that. Mikoz already lost a miner on 4 War Factories though, so Mikoz definitely producing some tanks at quite a speed at the moment. The question is, can his eco keep up with his production? And the answer is no. He even sells a War Factory because he saw he went broke and he knows he needs to keep producing. Damn. Alright, Miko, I don't know what's going on with these boys' builds today, but it's, yeah, Ludo's right there. They're definitely eccentric builds. Let's pretend that's the right word. Anyway, so Gino with a great economy, 3 War Factories at the moment. I mean, Mikoz might have more War Factories, but he doesn't got the cash, so it doesn't really matter. And now he's building a refinery there. I am just very confused about these players' builds on Poltergeist here. Mikoz now on 7 miners, so now he can start producing the way he wants to be, although he's still hitting 0 with all that fodder he's making. Gino out with the Desolators. Now getting those gems in the bottom left as well, sending 2 miners to long distance mine that. Not that long distance mine. But What just happened?
No, drone was just watching, hugging the Deso, not killing.
Well, maybe they were friends, who knows. But yeah, again, Mikoz, do not send miner. You're gonna kill. No, don't you he's sending a miner. Zhas, he's sending a miner to counter the Deso. Yeah. Well, at least this time it's gonna work out or not. Oh, Mikoz, you're killing me, dude. Alright, he's gonna get those gems. He's gonna pretend that that miner, you know, was meant to go there the whole time. But Gino pushing in, the Deso's closing in as well. And yeah, okay, the miner is working. It's working, sort of. It got 1 Deso and lost most of its life so far. It's sort of working. Anyway. Alright, another miner comes in to kill his Deso. Oh, but the miner just melts. Does get used as fodder. Gino loses a few tanks there. So, that was decent. But in come the Desolators. Again, in come the miners to counter the Desos. Mikoz, there's a unit called drones. Terror drones. They counter Desos and they go into tanks. They're very good. And yeah, another miner here in the front line is going down as we speak. And Gino just pushing Mikoz back. Mikoz just on the back foot here. Yeah, this miner's mining dirt. And Mikoz is just on the back foot here. It's like he's backing away. You could see him slowly take another step back towards the cliff. 2 miners AFK in the bottom there. And yeah, Gino is tightening the noose, pushing him back, slowly squeezing the life out of Mikoz here on the final game, possibly. Now I'm already scared to say that Gino's winning because the other times I got proven so long, but it really looks like Gino is just eliminating Mikoz here, and Mikoz just loses the rest of his army. And Gino comes in with his NCV to, yeah, and Mikoz calls GG's. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is it. Looks like bad map is, says Mikoz. Looks like this is it. Looks like Gino takes it home. 10-8, best of 19, $40. Wow. What an insane series here out of both of these guys. Really, round of applause for both of these guys. Really, really great series. Well played out of both of them. They gave us quite a bit of entertainment. Once again, huge shout out to Apple Drop Larry for sponsoring it. And of course, Zhas, thank you, man, so much for streaming.
Thank you for commentating.
Sure thing, man. It was great. It was really, really fun. All right, guys. Wow, that's it. That is it. 40 bucks. 40 bucks goes to Gino. Really, really nice. Best of 19. Mikoz gave him a fight. There were... Yeah. Gino says it. And all thanks to all-time MVP Larry. He got it. He got it. Really nice. All right, Zhas. I'll catch you later.
Yeah,
Thank you again.
Thank you again.
It was really great. See ya.